Most people see Cristiano Ronaldo on the pitch scoring goals, breaking records, and lifting trophies, but what most fans never truly see is the routine behind that greatness, because Ronaldo's success is not built only on talent, it is built on discipline repeated every single day for years. And that is what makes him different from ordinary football stars, because while many players rely on natural ability, Ronaldo built his entire life around improvement, recovery, focus, and consistency, and that mindset started early in his career when he realized that staying at the top requires more than skill. It requires sacrifice, structure, and obsession, especially after joining Manchester United, where he learned how elite professionals train and prepare. And from that moment, football stopped being just a game for him and became a lifestyle, because Ronaldo's daily routine is designed around one goal: maintaining elite performance for as long as possible. And that means everything in his life is controlled, from sleep schedules to diet plans, from recovery sessions to training intensity. And one of the biggest reasons Ronaldo remained dangerous even into his late career years is because of how seriously he treats recovery. Because while other players relax after matches, Ronaldo focuses on restoring his body immediately, using ice baths, swimming sessions, stretching, massage therapy, and specialized recovery techniques to keep his muscles fresh and ready for the next challenge. And this obsession with recovery is one reason he avoided major physical decline for so many years despite playing thousands of intense minutes across multiple competitions and international tournaments. Because Ronaldo understands something many athletes learn too late: your body is your career, and protecting it is just as important as training it. His diet also became one of the most talked about parts of his lifestyle because Ronaldo treats food like fuel rather than entertainment, and according to people who trained with him, he follows extremely strict nutrition habits designed to maximize energy, muscle recovery, and performance levels, avoiding excessive sugar, processed foods, alcohol, and unhealthy eating patterns that damage the body over time, and instead he focuses on lean proteins, vegetables, fish, eggs, healthy carbohydrates, and constant hydration, because even small details matter at the highest level of football. And that mentality explains why his physique remained elite even while younger players struggled with fitness or consistency, because Ronaldo never allowed comfort to replace discipline, and teammates throughout his career often described how his habits inspired others to improve themselves as well, especially younger players who saw firsthand how seriously he approached every aspect of preparation. Because for Ronaldo, success was never accidental. It was engineered through routine and repetition every single day. Training itself became another area where Ronaldo separated himself from most footballers, because even after official team sessions ended, he often continued working alone on finishing drills, sprint training, movement exercises, and gym workouts, always searching for small improvements that could give him an advantage during matches. And this relentless work ethic became famous throughout football, with stories from teammates describing how Ronaldo arrived early, trained intensely, and refused to lower standards even after winning major trophies, because unlike players who become satisfied after reaching success, Ronaldo treated every achievement as motivation to push even harder, and that mentality helped him evolve constantly throughout his career, transforming from a flashy winger at Sporting CP into a complete forward capable of scoring with both feet, headers, long-range shots, penalties, and intelligent movement inside the box. Sleep also became an important part of Ronaldo's routine because recovery is impossible without proper rest, and reports about his lifestyle often mention how carefully he manages sleep schedules to maximize performance and muscle recovery, sometimes dividing sleep into multiple controlled cycles instead of staying awake late like many celebrities or athletes, because Ronaldo understands that elite performance is built during recovery, just as much as during training. And this level of discipline requires sacrificing many things ordinary people enjoy, including late nights, unhealthy food, and careless routines. But Ronaldo accepted those sacrifices because he understood the bigger picture. Greatness demands consistency even when nobody is watching. Another major reason Ronaldo remained successful for so long is his mental discipline, because physical training alone is not enough to survive pressure at the highest level of football for nearly 2 decades. Especially when every performance is analyzed by millions of fans, media outlets, critics, and rivals around the world, and yet Ronaldo consistently handled that pressure by developing extreme confidence and focus, using criticism as motivation rather than weakness, and this mentality became visible throughout his career whenever people doubted him after injuries, difficult periods, or changes between leagues, because instead of accepting decline, Ronaldo responded with goals, performances, and trophies, proving again and again that mentality can extend careers just as much as talent can. Even beyond football, Ronaldo's routine reflects the mindset of someone obsessed with excellence, because his business ventures, branding, interviews, and public image all show a man who carefully controls his environment and maintains high standards in every area of life. And while some critics view his obsession with fitness and perfection as extreme, supporters see it as the exact reason he became one of football's greatest icons. Because talent may open the door to success, but discipline is what keeps someone there year after year, season after season. And perhaps the most impressive part of Ronaldo's routine is not the expensive recovery technology, luxury gyms, or elite nutrition plans, but the consistency behind all of it, because many athletes train hard for short periods, but very few maintain the same hunger, focus, and work ethic for decades the way Ronaldo has done. And that is why his story continues inspiring millions around the world, not just because of goals or trophies, but because he represents what relentless discipline can achieve when combined with ambition, sacrifice, and belief. And whether someone admires him as the greatest footballer ever or simply respects his journey, there is no denying that Ronaldo's daily routine became one of the strongest foundations behind one of the most legendary careers football has ever seen. Body immediately through ice baths, stretching, recovery training, and proper sleep routines, understanding that recovery is just as important as training itself, and his diet follows the same level of discipline, balanced meals, controlled nutrition, high protein intake, hydration, and avoiding habits that could damage performance, because Ronaldo understands that small details create massive differences over time, and that mentality is visible in training too, because teammates throughout his career at Real Madrid and later at other clubs constantly described him as obsessed with improvement, often arriving early, training longer, and pushing himself harder even after success. And what makes this mentality so rare is that Ronaldo never allowed comfort to destroy hunger, because many athletes lose focus after achieving fame and wealth, but Ronaldo kept chasing more goals, more trophies, and more records, treating every season like he still had something to prove, and that mentality became the foundation of his longevity, because football is full of talented players who disappear after a few good years, but Ronaldo stayed elite for over a decade because his discipline never changed, and even today while playing for Al Nassr, his routine remains incredibly strict, proving that greatness is not an accident, it is the result of habits repeated daily without excuses. And perhaps that is the biggest lesson from Cristiano Ronaldo's career, because behind the fame, the luxury, and the trophies is a man who turned discipline into a lifestyle and consistency into greatness. And that is why Ronaldo is not just remembered as one of football's greatest players, but also as one of the most disciplined athletes sports has ever seen.